A Kansas tribe has formally severed its ties with ICE after intense backlash over its involvement in a lucrative federal contract linked to immigrant detention centers. News.com has learned that the Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation said it exited all ICE-related interests, stepping away from a deal worth nearly $30 million that had sparked criticism across Indian country and online. The tribe's announcement came just over a week after it fired economic development leaders who had helped arrange the ICE contract. The agreement, which involved preliminary design work for immigrant processing and detention facilities, drew swift condemnation amid nationwide ICE raids that affected some Native Americans. Critics described the deal as disgusting and cruel, citing its clash with the tribe's own history of displacement. The Prairie Band Potawatomi's ancestors were forcibly removed from the Great Lakes region in the 19th century and confined to a reservation south of Topeka, a parallel that made the contract particularly troubling. Tribal Chairman Joseph Zeke Rupnick acknowledged the concerns regarding the ICE deal in a recent video address, calling reservations the government's first attempts at detention centers. In a later update, Rupnick confirmed the tribe had completed its withdrawal. "I am happy to share that our nation has successfully exited all third-party related interests affiliated with ICE," he said. Rupnick added that tribal leaders plan to meet in January to establish clearer boundaries so that future business ventures align with tribal values. The contract was held by KPB Services LLC, a tribal offshoot established in April in Holton, Kansas, by Ernest C. Woodward Jr., a former naval officer who advises tribes seeking federal contracts. The Prairie Band Potawatomi Nation said it has divested from KPB, which means the company still holds the contract but without tribal ownership. A tribal spokesperson said Woodward is no longer affiliated with the tribe's limited liability corporation but declined to say whether he was terminated. Federal contracting records show the ICE agreement was initially awarded to KPB Services LLC in October for about $19 million for due diligence and concept designs for detention and processing centers, and 1 month later, the contract ceiling was raised to $29.9 million, just below the $30 million threshold that would typically require additional justification for a sole source award. Neither tribal leaders nor the Department of Homeland Security has fully explained why the firm was selected without competitive bidding or how much the tribal council knew before the deal advanced. "That process of internal auditing is really just beginning," a tribal spokesperson said, as questions persist about oversight and transparency of the contract.